Today, our guest is a man of many talents. He's an artist, photographer, interior designer, DJ, and of course, sometimes activist.
And of course, did we mention, he's quite the looker. Let's get to know this interesting man a bit better. Joining us is artist and designer Arthur Tselishchev.
Arthur, welcome to the Daily Dish. Thank you so much for coming over.
Hi guys, thanks so much for having me. Pleasure to be here.
Happy for you to be here.
You are so multi-hyphenated, and you're still obviously under the radar sometimes in the Philippines. What you're best known of course, is your pretty face in a lot of campaigns. You've been modeling for a long time here in the Philippines. When was the first time you arrived here?
I'm here for almost a decade, so it's been a long time. I got here as a model.
Matagal na.
Oo naman.
Marunong na?
Yeah,
Konti.
pwede na.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a while, so I was able to kind of pick up some phrases. Then I took a course, then I started to watch movies, just so I can basically understand some basics.
But why the Philippines, Arthur? What made you come here? Aside from your modeling, were there other things?
Not really at first. I wasn't planning to come here, but I was invited to work on the contract here as a model when I was still a kid. And then on the first month, I think, actually the first week, I fell in love with the country. And then I didn't want to go anywhere else. So of course, I went back home and other countries to work. Then I wanted always to come back to the Philippines. I didn't even consider any other places. So I keep on coming back. And then after some time, I think that was like 2 or 3 years, I realized I'm pretty much settled here. And then I want to make it home, and I want to be based here.
What made you fall in love with the Philippines?
It's very cliche, I would say, but I think it's really people, because it's really true for me. Filipinos are most hospitable and kind people, and it's really important for me too, because I just like to have this energy around me. That's really like charging me. And then second part, I like to be surrounded by creative people. Filipinos are very creative. There are so many creative talents here. So that inspires me, that moves me, and then also pushes me to my limits. And then, of course, everything I think is going well despite of all of the challenges. I saw the architecture. I saw so much construction, new buildings, and I think this is the indicator of future, the economy. So I think Philippines has so much potential. That's why I just realized I think it's a great place to be.
And this is home.
This is home.
This is home na for him. Oh.
But he's originally from the Ukraine.
Yeah.
And obviously, there's political turmoil in Ukraine, and you've been very, very vocal about that. In fact, I think you are producing a show for next year. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I couldn't stay aside, of course, because being far away from home, from my family, it's mentally hard. But of course, try to be useful, productive, and be of good use. But this project you mentioned, I think it's worth also mentioning, is that Philippines Fashion Week is a very reputable organization. Is going to be featuring Ukrainian Fashion Week. So we're going to combine two. I think it's a great project under the Embassy of Ukraine. And they're planning to bring some Ukrainian designers. They're going to collaborate with local designers, make some capsule collections. And I think it's going to be very exciting. So stay tuned for the next year.
Oh, we will. Do you still fly back home? I mean, this is your home now, but to your other home where your family is?
No, I'm not able to, of course, at this moment. It's been, I think, 3 years, a bit more over 3 years. Before, it would be every year, twice a year, except now, because it's challenging. But I'm trying to be proactive here, be helpful as much as I can.
And you do speak out about it?
A lot, yeah, especially in the beginning. I did so many initiatives, so many fundraisers, exhibits about Ukraine, of course, not just for awareness, but also to generate some funds, because people really need help. Especially, I have, I think, big heart for kids. So we were able to do some initiatives for bombed hospital in Kiev, the cancer children. So that was very heartwarming.
Wow, and that's a heavy thing to bear, no? I mean, especially children and cancer-stricken children. But you mentioned something, exhibits. Let's go into the art world of the crew's calling you right now, Papi Arthur. Okay, si Papa Arthur.
Because after all, si Arthur is a creative powerhouse. A lot of things that you've been doing. Interior designer, did I get it right?
Yes, and of course, look, he's also a visual artist.
Yeah.
He does a lot of painting on oil and canvas. Tell us about this.
Yeah, not really interior design, more of creative side, so being creative director of design. But I studied fine arts back home. and then all kind of designs too in architecture as well. But here, what I really practice in the Philippines mostly, it's fine arts, the exhibits, initiatives. I also like to share my knowledge, giving workshops to kids, to students, actually to anyone, to professionals too. And then again, being a creative director, I just like to organize things and basically giving my creative vision to many aspects, not just limiting to one.
And your, what about your art? What inspires your art?
Being here for many years and traveling south to north, east to west, I really get inspired by local communities, especially ethnic communities. I get so much inspiration and ideas from them. And I also would like to preserve this because I think it's fading, because it's 21st century, people tend to forget about it. One of my missions is to really uplift it and show it from the best possible side, because I really see so much beauty in it. Because the indigenous topic is also very tricky. But I see so much beauty in it, so much history, and I would like to kind of elevate it.
Yes, is this indigenous Filipinos that you're putting on canvas?
Yes.
Which particular indigenous communities are you
There's so
focusing?
many, but the Bagobo, Kalinga, Yakal, Hanunomangyang, the ones I'm wearing now.
Yes.
So Ifugao, there's so many, and then they're all different, but I think it makes it all unite because it's still within one country. They have common grounds, but they have differences too. And I would like to portray all of this in different paintings, and that's actually my next exhibit.
Arthur, we're seeing paintings right now being flashed, but also earlier on, was that right? You teaching. You teach as well among the many hats that you carry.
Yeah, I don't really call it teaching because I think it's so much pressure adds on, right? But I think I call it more of like sharing my knowledge and experience. I really love to do this. It's really, it's very satisfying to be able to inspire someone, to pass your knowledge. Because I studied art from 8 years old. Then I went to the college, university, and then I never really stopped learning. And then I think it's, again, another mission just to share it, because it really gives me so much satisfaction to see kids, or actually mature people, doesn't matter, to see them growing, getting better than you, and creating something even bigger.
Yes. What really astounds me right now, because you're also a photographer, but more than that is what you mentioned about featuring our ethnic communities here. I mean, obviously you are Ukrainian-born, you've made the Philippines your home, but you took that kind of passion to celebrate our culture, and that makes my heart really swoon, because wow, it takes an Arthur, a Papi Arthur.
Papi Arthur, just your heart, soon.
Yeah, just to to promote our indigenous
Yes.
tribes and those images, right? So wow.
Sometimes, it takes, of course, other people to see what's within, and you have been speaking about our country more than actually other people who are here, and you've been showing our culture. So which particular, how do I say this, aspect of the Philippines that you really fell in love with? You said people, right?
Yes.
But aside from people, when it comes to culture, what brought about your inspiration? Because I see your art, your photography, like what Ferdy just mentioned. Which part of our culture?
See, there are so many, it's so hard to pick one, but I think if I need to, I would go for values, because we have very similar values with Ukraine too. And here in the Philippines, I see it's very clear, it's the family values. So I'm very close to my family. Like, there is no more important than my mom, my dad, and sister. So I think Filipinos have the same roots and the same grounds. And I see that with the ethnic communities too. When I go there, I see them interacting with each other, with me too sometimes. And they have the same values. I think that's what I want to project to. Because I think this has to really continue, even though, as I said, it's been faded. But I think there are new trends emerging, like so many local designers working with local communities,
Yes.
bringing up the weaves, like artistry, and then so many tools they've been used
Hold
for a
on.
long
We're
time.
seeing someone extra special on screen
Oh
right
my
now.
gosh,
Who
I
is
wasn't
that?
paying attention. I was looking at Arthur and then listening to him intently. I can't believe this is part of that.
Of course.
So this is just one of the
The
many things that we
graphics
do
guys,
as well.
huh? You guys, you're in trouble with me later.
So Arthur's entwined with fashion as well. What is it with this week where we have people with good talent and good heart, but also good looks,
Yes.
Ferdy? So you've encompassed it all, and with all those hats that you do, I'm going to ask you a difficult question. Which one is it that you truly want to focus on?
Okay, tricky question, but I think for me personally, looks is nothing, talent is nothing, because I think it's not really about it in the 21st century. I think it's more about, again, the values and maybe the hard work, and then your purpose, finding your own purpose. But as I said, the look, I mean, it will fade. It's not forever. The talent, it's so hard because there's so many talented people. Like, how are you going to compete with that? But I think choosing your path and then your purpose in life, that's really the more important.
Right.
And that's going back to the question. I think my would be, again, sharing my knowledge, bringing light to the world, because it's a bit darker sometimes, right? But I feel like there has to be light energy in here. And then at the same time, I also want to evolve and get, more wise. That's why I keep on studying history, technology, art.
Yes.
It's just...
Well, are you going to have an exhibit soon?
Yeah, I
When?
just finished one last month in Rustan's that was all about summer and the ocean. So it was like sea and summer vibe. The next one I'm planning to is going to be featuring strong women of the Philippines. I've been working on this for, I think it's my third year. It's getting hard because I'm never satisfied with the style. And I always want to add, because when you read something, when you learn something, when you see something in the museum, right, some new detail, and I want to update my paintings, and it's just like never stopping process. But I believe next year I have to really finally give it a go. I already have 12 pieces.
There's a lot of strong women here.
Yes.
I hang out with 3 strong women daily. Okay, Monday to Friday, they're here.
Yes, I see that.
Also in the evening news, we've got 2 strong women there too, Corina and Pinky. So you can choose here too. There's a lot of subjects in Bilyonaryo.
Inspiration is everywhere. Like how not to paint, how not to create.
Yes.
So that's going to be my plan. And then I have another one, which is also, it was a secret for a while because I was still exploring and I wasn't sure what to do with this. But recently I became a diver. I started to explore.
I know, I love diving.
Yeah. So I fell in love with the ocean. Of course, I want to do so much initiatives like with the cleaning, with the communities on the coastal line because they also need help. So I'm thinking of some projects related towards that. But the secret is going to be like, okay, I'm gonna share it. I'm doing art underwater. So I go down there and then I'm creating something.
Wow.
Is this photography?
No, it's art. It's
Wow,
drawing.
that's breaking. That's breaking.
I won't show anything because it's still like brewing. But that's my...
Well, of course, you're going to come back on the show and talk about that next time when it's all like set up and you can show us pieces.
Would love to.
Yes, but okay, let's go watch out for Arthur's exhibit.
Arthur, let's leave the audience with this. Being a creative powerhouse, like I mentioned, what would be your advice to every creative person out there, to be able to combine not just your art, but also your advocacy?
Yeah, I always say to close people to mine, and you guys are one of them now, is that follow the light and spread the good energy, because I think that's what we need here. And then never really stop exploring. And they say sky's the limit, right? But I think there are no limits. It's just really your mind. And just always try to explore and try different things and go around and make friends and make connections just to absorb from everyone, because we need that exchange.
Awesome. Thank you for connecting with us.
Thank you so much, Arthur,
Thank you
for being here and sharing yourself with us, and we can't wait for your next exhibit. Oh,
and I have a gift for you guys. I don't know if this belongs to the format of the show.
With a good heart. Wow.
But since I've been doing many initiatives and I've been trying to use my art in some of them, this is the gift for your studio. It's a Christmas ball with art.
Oh, we're gonna put it up in our studio.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
We have a little
Here,
something
Cam 3.
created by you, right?
Wow, thank you so much. This is by
Awesome.
Arthur.
Thank you, Arthur.
Thank you, Arthur, and we wish you well.
Pleasure is
so
mine.
much.
Thank you too.